I mean, I even went out last night. We had a couple of friends come down from Brisbane, and in the Southern Gold Coast on a Sunday night, there is a drum circle that happens every Sunday night, like traditional, old school, barefoot hippie drum circle, where there's two. I wouldn't say stages because it's just set up in the park, but there's two ring lights set up, so arenas. One is for fire twirling, and one is for drum circling. So the drum circle is probably about, I'd say, between 20 and 30 drummers, and then probably anywhere between 30 and 60 dancers in the drum circle. So often on a Sunday, we'll take Iona down to the beach. We'll maybe get some fish and chips down there. Then as the sun goes down, the drum circle starts up. We'll go watch the drum circle. Now, here's what I'll say about drum circles and come at me, drum circle aficionados, because I feel like you're saying
they
one
can't
drum
come
circle.
at you. They can surround you. That's what they're very good at.
But I feel like you've seen one drum circle. Yeah. You've seen them all. Because I guess there is some kind of, and I am fully claiming ignorance. I don't know culturally where they originated. I don't know if it's specific to like South America or the African continent or whatever it is. But, the idea is everyone just gets together and just creates a giant rhythm, and then everyone feels the rhythm and they all start dancing. And occasionally a dude with white dreadlocks will lead a chant. That's the thing that happens in this drum circle.
Yeah.
So I feel
may
like
not be representative of all drum circles around the world. There may be very culturally appropriate drum circles. You're just describing this particular brand of drum circle.
Well, I did think that maybe there was like a giant amount of cultural appropriation going on. But then the more I've mingled in this drum circle, the more I've realized there are people from all kind of countries and backgrounds coming here. So I'm thinking that maybe it is like a intercontinental tradition that this kind of conservative, scared middle-aged white man doesn't understand.
It's primitive. It's primal. It's about rhythm and getting in a circle and communing with other people and just like feeling connected to each other and feeling connected to the planet Earth. And it's instinctive. Like I see that, like the circle has always throughout like the stories that we've told each other, like signified, like let the circle be complete. Like the wheel revolutionized what we are as human beings. We live on a globe, like circles and seeing things in full circles, the season coming around, like, the passing of the years, all these sort of things. Our clocks are represented as circles. We look at the passage of time in a circle. So I get the power of a circle. Like, I think circles, just by the very nature of them, if I see a whole bunch of people in a circle, I'm like, what's going on over here? Why have they got that biscuit in the middle? That's horrible. It's horrible.
But you're right. It's the power of the circle, because I was standing there watching all these people dancing with abandon, barefoot in the dirt, feeling the rhythm and stuff. And I could not switch off the cynical part of my brain. Like I couldn't switch off like the judgmental, cynical part of my brain. And so then I was like, well, why don't I turn this high-powered cynicism on myself and start judging me? Like, why is it that I have to hate a good time? Why can't I allow these people? Why am I? Because I was watching it going, it's so try-hard, and what is all this shit? And like, are people actually coming down here to feel the rhythm and something primal, or is it to hook up and smoke weed and all that
Who
kind
cares?
of stuff? And then
They're
I'm like,
all good
exactly. Yeah, that's right. That's where I was getting to. And so I was having all these thoughts, and because there's been a couple of times where, someone in the drum circle has like, hey, why don't you come join in? And I'm always like, no. Gemma's joined in. Iona's joined in. She's like got her dirty feet. But I've always been like, I'm too self-conscious and I don't know. Like, I think I'd just be judging myself the whole time. And I love the dance. Don't get me wrong. I love to cut a rug. If you invite me to your wedding, I will dance. I will dance the fandango. But there's something about this kind of dancing that I was like, it's almost like, it's like when I went to uni and did my arts course, and it was like an arts campus, and everyone was much more blue-haired and nose-ringed than I was. And I remember, like, when I was doing these courses, these photography courses and film courses and stuff, that I felt like I wasn't cool enough. Like, my references weren't cool enough. My language wasn't cool enough.
You've always presented as an undercover cop.
Square as square could be.
Yeah. No, but like, not square. You're not a square. You look like an undercover cop. Like, you look like a guy who's like very cool adjacent. Like, they've got together in the police station and gone, this guy needs to infiltrate these group of people, dress him in what cops think these people are wearing and what talking about. You know what I mean? Wrestling. I bet they're into wrestling. Talk about wrestling heaps.
So it's funny you should say that because so I'm watching this, like, these people dancing with abandon and, the fire twirlers, twirling their things around and having this conflict and not joining in while everyone else either observing or participating seemed to be enjoying the spirit of what was going on. The only other people who were standing next to me staring on, judging? Cops. There was 4 uniformed and 2 plainclothes officers standing about 10 feet from me, having exactly this. Well, I'm sure they were having different kind of thoughts. They're probably trying to see if anyone's like smoking weed or whatever it is. But I was just like, oh my God, I'm a cop. Yeah. I'm a goddamn cop.
You're an undercover cop. They probably nodded at you. They probably gave you a wink. They knew you were on the job.
To see the full video, join our Patreon.
Patreon.com/TOFOP.